like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can have it.
Did you draw today? No, like seriously. When was the last time you actually sat down and completed a finished drawing? So welcome back to episode 3 of the Sketchbook vlog, and for this episode we are looking at staying locked in for the rest of the year and beyond. Staying locked in is harder than the internet makes it look. So today I'm breaking down the 3 rules that will make it as easy as A, B, C. Okay, so let's start off the list with A. A stands for your attitude towards your artwork. Ever so often, we as artists, we get the inspiration to start a drawing where we spend the time or sit down and we get all our tools together, get the book, the sketchbook, and we go to town and we really put down our heart out on the page, and then we look at it. And we look, and we look, until it reaches a point where we just feel like we're here sitting and listening to a Chronicler album because there's nothing positive on it. And I feel that that's because we're living in a social media / AI era that seems to value the outcome more than the process itself. I remember when I first started drawing, I would never ever look at my drawings and be like, this don't look so good. It was always an external party that judged my artwork. And now I am literally the weapon that farm against myself. We don't need anyone to come and tell us that art not look good. We tell ourselves that, and no, we can't do that. And even if we don't say it, just by scrolling and later we'll log on to Instagram and see everybody else making art and stuff, it really makes you feel like nothing going for you and your art. And that, my fellow creatives, is not productive. So going forward, we will no longer be comparing ourselves to other people's artwork, because comparison is the thief of joy, and we want to feel joy when we see our drawings. We also need to leave this perfectionist mentality behind, because it's not good for us nor our art. Because perfectionism is the base for creative paralysis. So, just going forward, we're looking to just make art and enjoy making art. Whether it be good art, bad art, or ugly art, we will be making art. And that's it for step A. So, moving on to step B, which stands for build a routine. Don't know how to build a routine? Don't worry, I got you, my boy. Alright, so we're not just looking to build a routine, we're looking to build a sustainable routine. And for starters, what we really need to do is to just start with something small and manageable. So for my routine, I've decided to commit to sketching for at least 10 to 30 minutes each day, every day. I feel this is pretty manageable because there's 24 hours in a day, and I can't at least give 30 minutes to really sit down and just get that doodling or sketching. Then do I really want to be an artist? And the next point in building a routine is stacking habits. I am not the best at multitasking, so this has always been a little bit of an issue for me. But as of lately, I've been trying to double up, as in while I'll be watching TV or doing any low focus task, I would always keep my sketchbook out just to see, or just to try, just to have it on me where I can just doodle or create a sketch in the same time while I'm watching, because really it's entertainment. And I don't know what kind of TV y'all be watching or YouTube videos or anything, but it's not that much entertainment on TV anyway. And that is why I am creating my own manga and my short film. But because the creative industry is pretty much going bankrupt. I mean, I'm seeing 1,000,001 remakes and stuff, so I think I'm gonna just do my own thing. Yeah, so you can just write down your habits and just see where you can implement some sketching time or overlap it with any one of your existing habits. Okay, so the next point in building a sustainable routine is creating a low friction workspace. I came across this term while doing some research for this video, and it's basically just keeping supplies visible and ready to be used, which I can totally relate to, because if I gotta spend 5 minutes looking for a tool or supply or anything to do art, within the second minute, my brain gonna find 1,000,001 excuses why not to, like, let's go play some video games or something. And that's something we don't want. We will no longer be making any excuses for not creating art. Okay, and the last point on the building a sustainable routine is time management. When you're about to draw or when you're set up to draw, just use a timer. It doesn't matter whether you use your watch, phone, computer, whatever, anything you use, just make sure you use a timer and set your time plates. For me, I like to use my computer, simply because it has the clock app, and the clock app has a wonderful feature I bet a lot of y'all didn't know about. It's the focus session mode. Like, it allows you to have a timer where you can, first of all, it connects to your Spotify. So once you start that timer, your Spotify can start playing. It tracks like your tasks, your set and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good feature, and I use it a lot for work or any projects that I'll be doing. So I urge all of y'all to just go check out that app if you have it. More than likely, all of y'all have it. So that's if you're using Microsoft Effect. So a big plus with managing your time, this will help you to not be burnt out, like while working on your projects or doing your sketches and stuff. Because again, while doing research for this video, brain can only focus focus intensely for like 15 to 20 minutes. With some studies showing that it peaks at 20 to 25 minutes before dropping in efficiency. So I am just saying that to say it's better to have one 25-minute session a day for a week than to have a 5-hour session for one day. And with help maintaining this routine, I've created a routine tracker that I'll make available in the description below. Y'all can just go and check that out if that's something you're interested in. And lastly, we have step C. This stands for cultivating creative energies. Not sure what I mean by when I say creative energies. Okay, here's a quick scenario. So, you just finished drawing your masterpiece that you've been working on for however long now. And then what? What do you do? Post it to Instagram, share it on Twitter, pin it up on Facebook, and then what? You get like what? Couple likes and few, hey, that's nice. And that's it. How inspired would you be to get up and create another masterpiece just to have the same reaction? Well, some of y'all might enjoy that, but I can only really speak for myself. That isn't as fulfilling as really seeing the growth and evolution of my art. So I'd say creative energy is the vibe you actually get from your art. There are several points to cultivating creative energies, and the first one I'd suggest is joining a community, whether it be a Facebook group or Discord or WhatsApp or whichever social media gathering of artists you can find. Just be sure to insert yourself respectfully into these communities where you can get feedback and critique on your work, or even get together with other artists to create new work where you never really think about. Literally by just collaborating and interacting with different people. I am currently a member of JA Art Community on Facebook. I'm a member of JAN, that's the Jamaica Animation Nation Network. It's a pretty good group. I really do enjoy the challenges and stuff they give out. I've also been trying to get into the whole Discord space because I'm a bit of an at this point, so I'm kind of new to this. But I've joined a few Discord servers and it's pretty exciting and lively, so no complaints here. Alright, so the next point on my list is feed the grey matter. As artists, we tend to lock in all day, whole day, just sitting, drawing, creating, looking at our screens and stuff. But it's pretty good to really get outside sometimes. So I'd say just going out to galleries, being out in the fields, going for nature walks and all that stuff, just to really reset our minds and any form of inspiration that's out there. So that's big on the list. Recently I've started to listen to design podcasts simply because I'm also a graphic designer. I really enjoy creating brands and creating logos and pretty much anything as it relates to startups. So that's been a very interesting and eye-opening process, which I will be continuing, especially now that I've started my own design agency. I'm really looking forward to getting back into listening to audiobooks. One of my favorite audiobooks that I have listened to, and I can comfortably or proudly recommend to you is The Perfect Bait by Bobby Chu. That's an awesome book. It's also a free ebook on YouTube, so by any chance y'all can just go check that out. There are some good nuggets in there, and you should definitely check that out. So definitely consume anything that will inspire you to create more art. And the last point I have for cultivating creative energies is to implement the 2 project rules. Again, this is a concept I came across while doing research. And simply put, it's just saying that you should not have more than 2 projects working on at the same time. This rule will help you to not succumb to the shiny object syndrome, which is defined as a subconscious distraction where someone hops between different ideas and always trying to chase trendy ideas or the next best opportunity, often driven by fear of missing out. Sounds familiar? In Jamaica here, we call that scatterbrain. This in turn leads to the inability to finish projects. So we would like to finish our projects, so we will be implementing this rule. So as stated in the previous episode, my 2 projects that I'll be working on is my comic residual / manga, and a short film that I still haven't figured out a name for as yet, but as soon as I do, I guess I won't be telling you until the time is right. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. So now that I've shared with you my process of staying locked in, what's your excuse for not drawing today? Drop it in the comments, because I would really like to know.